I'm going to demonstrate SSL Orchestrator service extensions, in this case what we call SaaS Tenant Isolation. There's a variety of different SaaS providers that are supported, and this is all based off this article right here, this GitHub repository. And so let me go ahead and get started. We're going to have to issue some CLI commands here to complete everything. Okay, so that's going to download the installer. Okay, that is complete. This next step here will mark the script as executable. All right, so that's done as well. And then we have to export the BIG-IP username and password for the installer to use. And I'll go ahead and, of course, fill in my super secure password here for testing purposes only. And this last step here is to actually run the installer. And that'll take just a moment. Okay, so that part is complete. We can take a look at the BIG-IP SSL Orchestrator configuration. And notice here that I have SSL Orchestrator configured with a topology, an L3 outbound topology, and also a service chain, which I'll show you in a moment. So what we need to do now is go ahead and edit the iRule that was created for this. Now it's this one right here. So we're going to start with YouTube tenant restrictions. So I'm going to come over here and find YouTube. There is the YouTube. Now, in order to enable this, I just switch from 0 to 1. So that is now enabled. And notice it says here, YouTube restrict. It's in strict mode. And could also be set to moderate. So let's go ahead and click update. And so that basically enabled tenant restrictions for YouTube. Now, if we come back here to the SSL Orchestrator, you can see that the installer created this service right here, and that is the tenant isolation service. So we're going to go over to the service chain, and we're going to move the service over here, and then deploy it. All right, that is complete. So what I'm going to do now is go over to this client computer, and you'll notice that I have YouTube open here. And what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and reload that real quick. Okay, now if I were to search for something maybe illegal or not good, you notice here that I get a message here that some results have been removed because restricted mode is enabled. So I know the YouTube policy is working. Now, additionally, there are ways that you can test the header injection policy, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. We'll go over to the BIG-IP and go back to that iRule. And this is going to be near the bottom of this group. Okay. So user-defined settings. For one, it's turned on. It's set to use these testing headers here. So these headers will be sent to upstream servers. And if we go look at the client here, we'll notice this previous request sent to HTTP bin does not show those headers. But if we refresh it, that HTTP bin site You can see here that those headers were now injected properly. If we want to make a change, we can go over here, put whatever we want. So this way you can troubleshoot the sending of these headers to your upstream servers to make sure it's working properly. And so now let's go ahead and reload this. Okay, you can see these special headers that I put in the policy here are sent upstream to the server, so we know that it is working. Thank you for taking the time to view this demo.